Hi and welcome to this presentation. It's 2023. What's it going to be for you? We want to help you make it a year to remember. How will it start out for you? Here's a few questions to ask that person in the mirror that we look at every day. If you own a business, is it growing the way you want it to be? If you are in employment, is there a chance of actual promotion? Is there financial security in your job? Is your investment portfolio growing? Are you happy about your bank balance each day? Did you upgrade your car recently? Buy a new home or make improvements to your home? Are your vacations booked for this year? Are you living your best life? They're the questions to ask ourselves every day, and if not, what are we going to do about it? If anything the last few years has taught us, uncertainty is the one constant, just like change is the one constant in life. Life is full of the unexpected. How long could you pay your monthly expenses if your business stopped or you lost your job? Could you afford unexpected medical costs? Could you manage an increase in the interest payable on your borrowings? Opportunity is everywhere. It's just a matter of, are you looking for opportunity? What are you prepared to do about your current situation? Are you looking for the solution? Do you know exactly what to look for? Have you got people around you that you can turn to for guidance on how to select the right opportunity? Here's some food for thought. Are we the solution or are we the problem? Some people blame the government, the markets, the boss, the economy, the spouse, the new world order. Don't wait for someone to rescue or save you. What behavior are you modeling for your children if you have children? Are you the liability to the next generation, or are you creating a legacy that's going to change the lives of generations to follow? Decisions need to be made if you want change. New decisions made on new information. Are you receptive to new information so you can make new informed decisions? That's our goal today. There are no guarantees. Success and wealth can be very elusive for many. Continuing to repeat what has not worked so far and expecting things to change is a recipe for disaster. Open your mind and be receptive to new alternatives for putting your money to work and leveraging your connections and your influence. Here's some good news. Today, we're going to share a solution with you that's working for more than 180,000 people, where every single one of those 180,000 people is winning and being rewarded. It's called Daisy AI Crowdfund, and it's your opportunity to receive equity, profits, and rewards in this opportunity. Daisy AI Crowdfund is like a venture capital opportunity for the masses. I want to show you some venture capital success stories, even an idea of just how lucrative this space is. You've probably heard of WhatsApp, maybe use their app to call and chat with your friends. Well, an investment of $60 million by venture capitalists ended up turning into a $3 billion outcome. That's the power of looking at a startup opportunity and seeing the potential value in the future and taking an early position. Alibaba, the Chinese equivalent to Amazon. Another great success story where Japanese telecom giant SoftBank invested $20 million into the early stage of this company. And that turned into a $60 billion outcome windfall for them. Google, one of the most well-known brands in the world. Well, a $12.5 million investment into Google in its early stages ended up with a $4.3 billion outcome for those venture capitalists. Spotify, one of the apps we use to listen to music. Well, a $4.5 million early investment yielded a $370 million outcome. These are just a few of the well-known venture capital success stories. So what's the difference between crowdfunding and venture capital. Well, both of them raise funds, but it's all about who are the recipients of the success of the project. You see, with Daisy AI crowdfund, venture capital companies wanted to be involved but were declined because they wanted to reward the masses. Crowdfunding is about decentralizing the funding power. So rather than the outcome and the windfall going to only a handful of wealthy people, it's now distributed to everyday people. Crowdfunding opens it up to everybody to participate. Even a small 100 USDT contribution can get a piece of the action. So what is being funded with this crowdfund? Well, it's the next generation of AI, or artificial intelligence technology, for the financial industry. Artificial intelligence is going to play a major role in the future of every industry around the world. We're creating AI trading technology for trading cryptocurrency, foreign currency, commodities, and precious metals. AI looks at all the factors that impact the markets. Traditionally, trading technology will only look at the track records of trading in the past. There are many factors that affect the markets. Influences like Elon Musk sending out a tweet, elections, pandemics, natural disasters, and we need to take all those things into account when we're trading to basically get the right accuracy for when to enter the market and when to exit. AI technology will create results never seen before in the trading industry. We're raising $10 million for development of this new artificial intelligence. And we're also raising $500 million for the trading pool for testing and development. Who is creating this new AI? It's Dr. Anna Becker and her team at Endertech. Endertech has a strong track record of developing AI technology for over 150 investment firms across the US, Europe, and Asia. For over 25 years, Dr. Anna Becker has been recognized as a pioneer and leading scientist in the field of artificial intelligence and financial technology. Her publications and machine learning systems have been distributed and integrated into many of the leading AI financial circles across Europe and America. So how much can you contribute to be part of this crowdfunding venture capital-like opportunity? Well, you can decide how little or how big you want to participate. There are 10 levels of contribution, starting with $100 USDT and doubling each tier level. So for example, tier 1 is $100, tier 2, $200, tier 3, $400, and doubling all the way up to tier 10 at $51,200. Everybody starts with tier 1, and you can add each higher tier, but you can't skip a tier. You can rebuy any previous tier already purchased. 70% of tiers 3 to 10 and 50% of tiers 1 and 2 are used in live trading for the purpose of testing and development of this new AI. And 70% of all trading profits generated by the AI are rewarded back to the contributors, with 15% going to community rewards and 15% to operations. Every contributor from tiers 2 to 10 is also rewarded with their share of 5% in Endertech, which plans to be a public listed company in late 2023. So here you have a chance to contribute to a venture capital raise developing new artificial intelligence trading technology for the financial industry, where you can be rewarded with the profits from the testing fund and also getting equity in a publicly traded company. So what's happened so far? Well, Daisy AI crowdfund has been the biggest and most successful crowdfund in history. Over 179,000 contributors have been involved since January 2021. Over $300 million has been raised in total contributions. Over $4.1 million has been raised for the development of this new AI technology. And over $244 million is in the trading pools for testing and development. Over $150 million in rewards has been distributed back to the community of crowdfund contributors, people like you and I. And over $78 million of that was paid out as trading rewards to the community. So how is the trading going in this testing and development pool? Well, Daisy Forex AI has been the standout performance so far. It launched in April 2022, generating a net 4 to 5% per week on average. So far, including compounding, it's at 513% as of January 5, 2023. If you annualize that, that would generate a 673% profit, including compounding, as of January 5, 2023. A staggering result. How would you like to have 90% of your crowdfund contribution going to the trading pool instead of 50 to 70%? Well, you can by taking advantage of the Momentum Pack promotion. This is a special promotion that's available until January 31, 2023. The Forex Momentum Packs place 90% of the contribution into live trading. You must be a Tier 5 member or above to take advantage of Momentum Packs. Tier 5 and above members can purchase one Momentum Pack for each tier that they own, starting at Tier 5. Tier 10 members can contribute to an unlimited number of all of those Momentum Packs from Tier 5 to 10. So basically, this is an opportunity to have 90% of your crowdfund contribution going to the trading pool, maximizing the amount of trading rewards potentially you can receive. Momentum Packs put 90% into Forex trading for testing and development, 5% going to the referrer, and 5% to the Forex Momentum pools that are shared to the contributors. Momentum Packs receive the same number of equity shares as the regular tiers. Those equity shares are in the public listing of Endotech. So, how about being rewarded for sharing this amazing concept with other people? Build your own personal community and be rewarded and change your life and the lives of others. For each person that you personally refer to Daisy AI, you'll receive a bonus of 5% of all of their tier contributions for life. You'll also receive 3.5% of any trading reward profit that they receive. And if they generate any bonuses, you'll receive a 10% check match. So whatever they make, you'll receive a matching payout of 10%. As your referrals refer other people and they refer other people and your actual personal community grows, you can receive up to 4% of all the tier contributions through multiple levels in your personal community. You also can receive 1% of all the trading reward profits generated by your community. There's also additional bonus pools you can qualify to participate in where you can share and get a piece of every crowdfund contribution across the entire global community and every bit of trading reward that's generated in the total fund. You can also get a share of an extra 5% of equity in the Endotech public listing. There's also additional rewards from the success of the Forex trading AI globally. So let's crunch some numbers because numbers never lie. I want to show you some possible scenarios to showcase the possibilities. In this calculator, you'll see on the left the 10 different tier levels of contribution and how much those tier contributions are. And you'll see the percentage of those contributions that goes into the testing and development trading pool. You'll also see the amount that from each of those contribution tiers that goes into the actual trading pool. You can enter in whatever tier level you have. So let's say that you started with 100 USDT tier 1 contribution. $100 is your outlay, 50 goes into the trading pool. So your total contribution is 50. Now, if we work on the basis that we're making approximately 20% net each month, then we come down here and we see that we had a 100 USDT contribution, 50 that went into the live trading pool for testing and development. At 20%, that would be $10 profit for the month. When you withdraw, there is a performance fee of 30% deducted from the profit, leaving you with a net outcome of $7 for the month profit, which would be 7% of your initial contribution, or 14% of the 50 that actually went into live trading. But let's say you didn't touch that. Let's say you just let that amount grow because you don't need to withdraw. So let's look at the compounding scenario. We're going to work on a conservative 4% per week net profit. And it's like we said, we had 50 US dollars that went into the trading fund. And we're going to change the date here to the 9th of January, today's date. So it'll adjust all the dates. So after 6 months, our $50 in trade has grown to 112 with compounding, taking into account that there's a performance fee that's charged of 30% every 6 months just on the profit made. End of year 1, you've got 251 net in the fund. End of year 2, 1,260. Remember, you only put in 100 US dollars. End of year 3, over 6,000. End of year 4, 31,000. End of year 5, 197,000. It's the power of compounding. And below this, you'll see that you can track each week by week results. And you can also enter in additional contributions that you want to make or any withdrawals, and that will adjust this 5-year summary. So that's a good outcome. But let's say you're a bit more adventurous and you added a tier 2 and a tier 3. So now you've got a total contribution of 700, 430 going into the trading fund. So let's look at the compounded result over 5 years. At the end of year 3, you've now got 54,000. At the end of year 5, you've got 1.6 million. Again, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. We're just running actual scenarios here based on what's happening to date, but we can't crystal ball gaze the future, but we can give you an idea of potential outcomes. Now, think about this. At the end of year 3, you've got 54,000. Now, if you decided not to grow any further and you just said we're going to, with a net outcome of around 10% per month after performance fees, if you were withdrawing now each month, you'd be earning $5,440 a month. Would an additional $5,440 US dollars a month coming in month after month be worthwhile? Or maybe you go to year 4 and say that's sufficient, I'm going to start withdrawing out each month. 10% of 270,000 is 27,000 a month. Maybe even at the 3.5 year mark, 120,000 at 10% is 12,000 a month USDT. You know, 10,000 plus a month is life-changing and puts you in the top 1% of income earners in almost every country around the world. So you don't have to build up to massive amounts. Of course, you can change the numbers here. Maybe you're a bit more adventurous and you want to put a tier 4 and a tier 5. So now you've put in 3,100, 2,110 into the test and development fund pool, and look at the numbers. So now at the end of year 2, you could now put that to work at 10% per month and be withdrawing 5,000 a month. Or maybe at the 2.5 year mark, you can be withdrawing over 10,000 a month, because 119,000 by 10% is 11,900. End of year 3, at 10% roughly per month net, 26,000 plus a month. Again, we can't guarantee these outcomes. But what we're trying to show here is that the more that you can contribute in the early stages or top up. So if you decided to top up and add additional tiers along the way, that will significantly impact the long-term result. So as you can see, the potential outcomes here are very significant, and you can crunch these numbers in this calculator, and the link to this calculator will be available in the description of the video. So why should you get involved now? Well, this is a real world project that has weathered the challenges of the market and COVID. Think about the last few years, 2020, 21 and 22. The ravages of COVID and its effect on the financial markets. The financial markets and the turmoil that happened in 2022. And yet this project has gone from strength to strength. You've got engaged founders of the crowd fund who are passionate about your success. A track record of generating passive rewards from the Forex AI. And there's also new projects that will be coming to add more revenue streams. Think about it. A venture capital company doesn't invest in just one project. You might have a company that puts funds into Uber, into Airbnb, into WhatsApp, into Spotify. They could be involved in an actual startup of multiple projects. Well, the actual crowdfunding community here has the potential to be involved with multiple projects over the long term. The Endotech project is the first project, but there could be many more exciting projects to come. We've got a strong growth phase and creating massive momentum with over 45 million being raised in contributions in December alone. In Dubai this year in February, we're going to the Told You So event where we're going to be able to meet the founders, spend time with Dr. Anna Becker and Endotech team, meet the auditors, Ernst & Young. Yes, Endotech invited Ernst & Young, one of the 4 biggest auditing companies in the world, to audit all of their finances and all the actual trading results. And Ernst & Young was so impressed that they wanted to establish a long-term relationship with Endotech. And they'll be speaking on stage at the event. We're going to get a chance to meet other contributors who've had great success in this project. There'll be major announcements made that will definitely reveal that Daisy is an exciting project and a very lucrative long-term sustainable project for you to participate in. So I would encourage you, get started today. Today can be that day that changes your life for the better. And more than that, you can be the person who leaves a positive impact on the lives of others. Remember, the numbers don't lie. The results are there. Momentum is happening. You just need to make your own informed decision and decide, are you ready to change your life?
To download the calculator used in the presentation, go to the link in the description. There is also a video how the calculator works. Change your life and start today.